Hey guys, today I'm going to try and give you some insight on how the iPad keyboard works. Stay tuned. I don't need to tell you that the iPad doesn't come with a physical keyboard, although you can buy one for it. We enter our text via a virtual keyboard. Here are a couple tips to help you navigate around the keyboard a little bit better. Before we begin this tutorial, let's make sure your iPad is set up like mine. This will enable you to follow along a little easier. Navigate to Settings, that's the gear icon, then tap General on the keyboard. From there, scroll down until you see Keyboard. Tap Keyboard. All these settings, auto capitalization, autocorrect, check spelling, enable caps lock, predictive, split keyboard, shortcut, and enable dictation, and enable dictation, make sure they're on. Currently mine are on. It's easy enough to turn them on and off just by sliding them to the left and to the right. We can close out of our settings app by just doing the 5-finger pinch. If you haven't seen my gestures video yet, I highly suggest you make sure and watch that. There's a lot of helpful tips and tricks in there. Now with 2 fingers, drag down from the top to open Spotlight. Spotlight is that little search function that helps us find our things a little bit easier. This is really helpful when you get a ton of apps on your iPad and you don't know exactly what screen they're on. Spotlight is already installed on your iPad, so you don't have to worry about downloading that from the App Store. In Spotlight, start typing the word Notes. This is going to show you an application called Notes. It's pre-installed by Apple and it will already be on your iPad. Go ahead and tap it. We all have different size hands. Apple has made things easy for us. For those who have small hands, you can split the keyboard. Just put your 2 thumbs in the center of the keyboard and then drag apart, and it splits the keyboard. You can move the keyboard by touching in the bottom right side of the screen and just moving the keyboard up or down. We'll go ahead and split that again. To put the keyboard back together, just have your 2 thumbs towards the outer edges and then push together. That's all there is to it. Okay, now that we got our keyboard adjusted the way we want it, let's look at some functionality of the keyboard. Currently we see the shift keys have black arrows. This indicates that the next letter you're going to type will be uppercase. For every period, the shift key will automatically be capitalized, and then for the rest of the word, it will be lowercase. If you want to use all caps, just double tap. The line underneath the arrow indicates that you're in a cap lock mode. To type numbers or characters, in the bottom left corner of the keyboard, you will see the numbers and characters set. Go ahead and tap it, and this is what you have to choose from. If the characters you're searching for is not in this particular keyboard, right in the lower left window above the uppercase ABC, you'll see more symbols. Touch that. But if you're using the keyboard and you only need to type one special character or one number, just press and hold that button for a second. You'll see your numbers and characters will show up. Swipe up without releasing, pick your character, release, and it'll go back to your regular keyboard. The last but most valuable feature to me is dictation. You must make sure dictation is enabled under the keyboard settings, which we already have. This will place an icon to the left of the space bar on your virtual keyboard. Just tap the microphone and start talking. See Spot run. Spot ran a long way. Spot likes to run. But you need Wi-Fi or cellular data in order to make this work. It actually sends your voice to Apple, which analyzes what you are saying and then sends it back to your iPad, displaying your text out on the screen. And it works rather well. This is the fastest way to get some text laid down on your virtual paper. You can also add punctuation to your text by simply speaking it. Now I am one that butchers the English language, so I don't find myself often putting in commas, semicolons, and such. But let's go ahead and throw a couple of these in. All we have to do is touch the microphone. This dictation app is awesome, period. I wish we had it at work, exclamation point. New paragraph. Thank you, Apple, for developing this, period. Not 100% foolproof. There are times it messes up, but all you have to do is tap and go and edit what it messed up. But you can really throw down some text by using this dictation app. Well, I hope this helps some of you. If you got any questions, put them in the comments down below. And as always, remember to like and subscribe.